Hi everybody, welcome to another exciting stream on Motog Gaming 14. So today we're jumping back into, I guess officially, the start of Act 3 of Dragon Quest XI, so let's see if we can change the course of history. Alright, so then as per tradition with this new setup for a bit, audio testing. Especially with how loud this game is. Test. Test. Alright, cool. Oh man. You're just like, hug me, but also ouch. Starion has traveled back through time, arriving in the Arborian Highlands with the Sword of Shadows in hand. On returning to Arboria and entering the cathedral, he's greeted with the awe-inspiring sight of Veronica, alive and well. Having been reunited with the rest of his companions, he begins the journey towards the World Tree. Also can kick the crap out of Vortigern in the other timeline, so yay! Alright, so before we go up there, got a couple of forge recipes in the other timeline, so I was going to make all that stuff. And then we'll go up there and see what happens. But you don't have the necessary materials! Oh cool, something I can actually make! Oh yeah, I can imagine, jeez. Welcome on in! Just basically using crafting before we go up to the World Tree. I mean, I'll take it because that thing was gonna go over. Time to make a whip fit for the party member who miraculously came back to life through time travel. Nice. Enjoy. Alright. But you don't have the necessary materials, screw you, game. Hey, Grandpa, what are you doing back there? Hey, I'm just scratching my butt, laddie. Man, this timeline is weird. Alright, so that's the weapons. Now checking out the equipment. armor, as it were. Pretty much just enhancements for Veronica at this point is kind of the gist. Now it's time for her to get the good equipment. For a second I thought I was going to come back and bite me in the butt, but no, I needed a Quadra Bash. It's like, I'm willing to risk that. Alright, with this... Where's that lightning bash at? There we go. Finish! Helmets are pretty much going to do the same thing. That's going to be good for 4 of the party members. Yeah, this is where I knew I was going to be doing most of the crafting, was the armor. Finish! Welcome to Dragon Quest Party 5. I know that's technically Fortune Street, but none of these characters are in that game, so... Yeah, just straight up better. Alright, well I guess first things first, in case I mess up I don't have to redo everything. Let's save, and then on to Phase 2 of crafting. Yeah, I know, I'm just like, don't underestimate this 22-year-old turn into a child. Alright, back to making those helmets. Well, I'm glad I gave it to the protagonist. Because apparently I could only make one of those. Alright. Well, yeah, of course I need more Gooberkin, so I can't make any of that. I should probably still check to see if I can make anything that's worthwhile for Veronica specifically. Because even that's better. Here's hoping I don't get any more criticals. If you were to stop, you would suck. Nope, yeah, then I'll do a double whammy. Another double whammy. Sweet. Finish! that's that one. It'll actually be worth it for Rob if I wanted to go that direction. Shoot. Damn it, I whammied. Be darn it, I whammied. Still got a +2. I'll take it. I know at this point. Oh yeah, that's easily better than what he had equipped. By far. Well... I'll keep the other one in my inventory. Alright, then the accessories, and then we're good. Actually, I'll just keep my stuff as is for now. Alright, up we go. Sylvando's like, the great Sylvando grows even greater yet. Yeah, he is.
Well, there's no mistaking it. This is the altar.
Aye, you're not wrong there. Go on, laddie. Get the orbs out. Let's see what happens, shall we?
Time to ponder the orbs once more. Yeah, wouldn't it be terrible if they were installed into 6 evil beings? That would be awful. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Welcome back to Mario Kart. I know, I'm just like, yes, suddenly all the Smash Bros. Characters come out. Ah, this is the timeline we were referring to, not that other awful timeline. Yeah, happy Pride Month, woohoo!
A bridge made of rainbows. It's beautiful. Looks like it's
I almost
finally
keep forgetting
time
what
for a
Serena
date with
looks like
Destiny.
with that
Come
outfit
on,
with
we
long
better
hair.
not keep Yggdrasil waiting.
Alright, we're back at the World's Reed. Where they still give you a lot of really good drops. Okay, so Veronica's got slots. That's about it.
So this is the heart of Yggdrasil. It's strange.
I feel like I've been here before.
I know what you mean. It's weirdly familiar.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Well, it is the source of all life. I guess that makes sense. Ah! Ow! Well, that's not very nice. The naughty thing gave me a shock.
Aye, and so it should. I doubt the World Tree would let any but the one who bears her mark near her
Okay,
holiest
that's
of
you.
holies. After all, only he can wield the weapon destined to dispel the darkness. The Sword of Light. Now, laddie, it's time to reach into the heart of Yggdrasil and claim your birthright.
Oh, come on in.
Only you can do it. Only you can save our world.
Alright, take two. What could possibly go wrong? Haha, gotcha.
How in the... Damn you, Jasper. How did you find us?
Find you? Did you witless vermin not realize I was following you all along?
What was that?
Now, princess. Such boorish behavior hardly befits one of your station. Do you not see that you are utterly powerless to stop me?
Not again, you weirdo.
My powers repelled, but how? Wait, that sword. Very impressive, but it will take more than a showy new weapon to defeat me. Come, Luminary, all of you, prepare for the end. The Tree of Life shall be your place of death.
Alright, time to properly
Your
kick his butt
journey
this time.
ends here.
Sword, surely you do not intend to dispel my barrier.
Abandon all hope.
Kettle Broad!
Because him like this poor old man. He's like, luckily I can heal myself. Because I kicked Jasper's butt. Alright.
And stay down.
Exactly.
The great Sylvander grows even greater.
Slide whistle, we properly kicked Jasper's butt this time. Meanwhile, everyone gets a level up, as they deserve after all that. Yeah, of course, I had too minimal points to do anything, but oh well. To be used later. Yay, we destroyed the orb. Enough orb pondering.
No, this cannot be. I cannot be defeated. I cannot disappoint my master.
Well, hopefully that was enough. Meanwhile, Mortigan's just like, what the heck is this?
And what do we have here?
It's like, you won't fool me twice, Mortigan.
What has Jasper led us into? What happened here?
Your pal showed his true colours. That's what happened. He's no servant of Heliodor. He's sold his soul to the forces of evil.
The Luminary is not your enemy. It was Jasper all along.
Curse you.
So this is how you repay your king, with treachery.
Master, help me.
Faithless cur! You would dare to betray me? Betray your kingdom? Death is more than you deserve.
Wow, ice cold. One more reason we need to kill Mortigan a second time.
If you had not brought me here, I may never have learned the truth. If not for your intervention, who knows how long it might have continued? Who knows how much damage might have been wrought?
I was merely doing my duty, sire. I only wish he had been unmasked sooner.
It seems I owe you an apology. I have visited a grave injustice upon you. It was Jasper who spoke of the Dark Spawn, who poisoned me against you. I see now that all this was merely part of his wicked scheme.
Father.
Jade! My beloved daughter. How is it that I did not see you there? Today is a day of surprises indeed. Come, let me look at you. You have suffered greatly, Lord Robert. The fall of Dundrasil and all that has happened since were tragic events indeed. But it is time to put them behind us and face the future. Would you not agree?
Sorry, Your Majesty, but I'll be putting nothing behind me until I've dealt with the cause of it all. Mordegon.
Ah, yes. Mordegon. Doubtless Jasper bent the knee to that fiend. I see now that he is the source of the evil that afflicts our world. No doubt, he is out there even as we speak. Lying low, biding his time. But we have the Luminary on our side. Now, you must claim the Sword of Light. The sacred power of Yggdrasil is your birthright. Take it. It is long past time.
Jasper, why would a sworn knight of Helidor sell his soul to the darkness? What could have possibly been worth such a price? I've been looking forward to seeing my father again for so long, but it doesn't feel like I thought it would. I just can't seem to relax around him. I'm sorry, Starring, but I don't think I'm quite ready for a happy reunion just yet. After all those years apart, there's a big gap to close. So with Jasper, who is Mordegon's man on the inside all along, huh? I doubt there's any doubt after what we just saw. We may not know where Mordegon's hiding himself, but when we do, the Sword of Light will help us finish the job. Go on, laddie, head on to the heart and claim your birthright. I mean, he's right there. Can we just kick his butt and call it a day? The Servant of Darkness is defeated, and all you have to do is defeat the Master. Seems our adventure is fast approaching its grand finale. We need to figure out where Mordegon's hiding. If only Jasper was still alive, perhaps he might have been able to tell us. Now that Jasper had it in for us, didn't he? It's a miracle he made it out of that battle alive. It's a good thing you spotted him when you did. If you hadn't blocked that spell he slung on you, goodness knows what would have happened. The apocalypse. And also your death. When Jasper fired that first spell at us, I thought we were done for. We would have been if it wasn't for you. Not to mention that crazy sword of yours. Where'd you get that thing, anyway? Whatever it was, you won't be taking it back anytime soon. It's shattered into a zillion pieces. Well, that Jasper guy is just the worst. Why climb all the way here to try to finish us off? Why didn't he attack us down on the ground? There's so much I wanted to ask him, but then old King C decided to make himself judge, jury, and executioner. No, I'll never know. Mordegon remains at large. He's the cause of all this chaos. Go, Luminary, claim the Sword of Light. Only this great weapon can end the Lord of Shadow's reign. Enter the heart of Yggdrasil. Alright, we finally got the sword that we were meant to grab from the beginning.
It is
Mordegon, no.
Magnificent. May I take a closer look?
Mordegon, no. Meanwhile, that evil Taco's like, no, screw you.
What was that? Well, no matter. Now that we have the sword, let us return to Heliodor. We must celebrate your triumph.
Wait! You're inviting us back to the castle.
But of course, Lord Robert. You are the defenders of Yggdrasil, the unmaskers of the traitor Jasper. Your great deeds deserve recognition. Well,
Slide whistle of Morrigan's back the heck off.
You will take me up on my
Weirdo. This stink eye for like.
I have wronged you. But in time, I will make amends. I swear it.
We will go ahead and begin the preparations. We look forward to welcoming you in Heliodor.
Yeah, I know, I'm just like, screw you, Morrigan. Alright, yeah, but we have the sword! The Super Sword of Light. A shining symbol of hope for Erdre, whose blessed blade can do away with evil auras. I gotta make sure I, for the love of everything, keep this in Astarian's inventory. We beat Jasper, but Hendrik doesn't seem too happy about it. Guess they have a lot of history, though. Can't be easy watching an old friend going off the rails like that.
Oh, aye!
It's been quite a journey, laddie, but you finally managed to get your hands on the Sword of Light. Now make sure you look after it, won't you? You know as well as I do, it ain't the kind of sword you find every day. I'm sorry, just taking a while to sink in. Getting my father again, I mean. I haven't seen him since I was a little girl, and suddenly there he is. Just gonna take some time to get used to, that's all.
You want to talk?
I really thought we
That's
were
not
done
like
for
you.
when Jasper turned up. You know, I'm imagining this, but when King Carnelian went to touch the Sword of Light, I'm sure I saw some kind of shadow pushing him away. I was locked up in that dingy cell. I never thought I'd be the guest of honor at Heliodor Castle. Can't wait to see the look on the guards' faces when they see me. This is gonna be sweet.
Ah.
Alright, back to Heliodor City. Seems the king is hosting someone rather important at the castle. Wonder who it could be. If you're interested, you should head up there yourself. Go straight up this road, climb the stairs, keep going, and Bob's your uncle. Remember, they don't let anyone in at night. And the king thought he had lost his daughter. It hit him very hard. Personality seemed to change overnight. And going through something like that, I'm not surprised. Hope that having Princess Jade back with them all these years would go some way to healing the pain it caused. I always believed the Queen and Princess Jade both lost their lives when the Dundersills attacked. To think Princess Jade survived and grew up to be such a fine young woman. I can't believe it. It isn't a miracle, I don't know what is. His Majesty is waiting for you. To get to the throne room, head up the stairs and go straight ahead. Oh, so you're the Luminary, are you? Nice, I'll make yourself at home. The castle's abuzz with rumors, and I suspect they center on you. Well, how this will pan out, I don't know. Speak to me? Gosh, I'm flattered. It's not every day you get to talk to the Luminary. You all made a terrible mistake. We thought you were the Darkspawn, but it turns out you were a hero all along. We're so sorry. Think we welcomed you to Heliodor by slinging you in the dungeons. Now it's safe to say that'll never happen again. You're the talk of the castle, you know. Heard that all that you after you fled Heliodor, you traveled far and wide. Metropolis, Niflheim, everywhere. Well, wherever you went, it seems to have toughened you up. You've clearly been through a lot. I wonder what happened exactly. Sir Jasper left the castle, and then the king and Sir Hendrik went after him a while later. Now the king and Sir Hendrik are back, we haven't heard a word about Sir Jasper. It's all very strange. The squad's walking in.
Honored Luminary, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you in the manner you deserve at last. To think, I once thought ill of you. Saw you as a harbinger of calamity, called you unconscionable things. Truly, Jasper cast a most malign shadow. I owe you a great deal. You have revealed the traitor in our midst and returned my daughter to me. As a small token of my appreciation, I have arranged for some special visitors. Hendrik, if you would.
Yes, sire.
Yay!
Oh, there you are at last. We've been dying to see you.
Yeah, because it's like, even, like, ideally it's been a few months. Not a half a year necessarily, but it's still been, like, a couple of months since they last saw
I heard all
him.
these horrible stories. I thought you might be... Right after you left the village, this horrible man called Jasper came with all these soldiers.
Let the man dance!
They were so cold. He ordered us all to gather in the middle of the village, and then he told his men to kill us all. But Sir Hendrik came to the rescue. He showed up just in the nick of time and told Jasper to let us live. They still locked us up in the castle, but at least we were safe. And then they came and told us you weren't a baddie after all, and let us go.
We've been through an awful lot, love. But from what I hear, so have you. I'm proud of you. And so is your granddad, I'm sure.
I have a sword! And also I met all these
Now,
people.
let us begin the festivities at last. A banquet worthy of our savior awaits. From this day forth, none shall doubt the Luminary. He shall be honored, celebrated, adored.
He's like, this feels nice, but Morrigan, I still know it's you. Astari and his companions are the guests of honor at a banquet the likes of which Heliodor has never seen. The singing, dancing, and merriment last long into the night, and at last the revelers retired to bed. You poor boy, Sir Hendrik told me about what they put you through. Well, you didn't let it beat you. You kept on fighting until the king realized the truth and released us. I knew you wouldn't let us down. You're my little soldier through and through. Oh, I'm so proud of you I could burst. I wouldn't have thought it when I was locked up in the dank dungeon living on bread and water, but King Carnelian knows how to put on a good spread. But if he thinks we're gonna forgive him just because he gave us a good feed, he's got another thing coming. Those pies were awfully tasty, though. Now I'm torn. My heart says one thing, but my belly says another. Hello there, Astarion. Gemma's here somewhere, too. Sure should be over the moon to see you. You two aren't children anymore, you know. Take my advice. If you're hoping to be with her one day, you need to show her you care. I'm just minding my own business down in the town when some guards came up and asked if I'd mind coming up to the castle and keeping the folks from Cobblestone company. Well, I had nothing better to do, so I came. I'm ever glad I did. I've never eaten so much great grub in all my life. Oh, this is the life. I doubt I'll ever get the chance to eat this much tasty grub again. Better make the most of it, huh? But what am I doing here? Well, the guards who were keeping an eye on the folks at Cobblestone were invited along to the banquet, you see. Bury the hatchet and all that. Certainly not complaining. Oh, you're the luminary fellow, then. I imagine you'd be a tough-looking sort, but you're a real string bean. You look like you need a hearty dinner or two to put some meat on your bones. You can't go saving the world with your tummy rumbling now, can you? I mean, I was on the run for like 3 months, dude. And also, I've seen some things. Oh dear, I've lost my poor cat. Staff aren't supposed to have pets, so I can't tell anyone or I'll get in trouble. Goodness me, if it isn't the luminary. Don't you have better places to be than a hot, sweaty kitchen? If I were you, I'd head to the banquet hall and get ready for the meal of a lifetime. Never seen the cook so fired up. Oh, what a drab room this is. Is that the way to treat an honored guest? Do they not know who I am? Meanwhile, it seems the rabble from some forsaken backwater called Cobblestone are enjoying a banquet at the king's invitation. What in the world can he be thinking? When I was first served this appallingly modest meal, I thought it was some kind of joke, but it actually ended up being rather tasty. I had a funny feeling I'd seen that blue-haired chap somewhere before, the one standing outside the banqueting hall. But where could it have been? Well, it's times like this you wish old Noah was around to take one look at him and tell you everything you wanted to know, more in fact. We found Hendrik's room. He's just in the room. Don't mind me, Hendrik. I'm just gonna take this. We found Hendrik's boxers. There's a book called Drustin's Armor. The mermaid princess led King Drustin deep beneath the waves to an undersea realm where the citizens were engaged in a contest of strength, wrestling one another in order to be recognized as the strongest. If you can defeat my father, the princess told him, he will grant my hand in marriage. And thus the two kings fought. So perfectly were these warriors matched that they wrestled for 7 days and 7 nights, neither could claim victory. So awestruck was the king of the ocean at the warrior king's might that he offered him not only his daughter's hand in marriage, but also one of the greatest treasures of his realm. For this treasure, a lustrous scarlet scale as strong as steel and light as silk, the warrior king forged a beautiful suit of crimson armor. But he could not wed the princess, for he was a man of his word, and had not defeated her father. He turned his back on his beloved, and to her dismay, left the undersea kingdom, never to return. The Lord. Why, Jasper? Why? Hog. I understand you're actually the Prince of Dundersill, that you survived the terrible tragedy that befell the kingdom all those years ago. Well, if in the future you choose to rebuild your kingdom, know that it'd be an honor to help you. I have no doubt that countless people would rally to your cause. Hey, you look pretty wiped out, Astarion. I guess you don't get a banquet thrown in your honor every day. If you want to crash, you should grab a guest room upstairs. I heard they're on the west side of the castle. It's great seeing you and your mucker Eric again, and now you don't have to skulk around trying to get spotted no more. Yep, now the king's gone and pardoned you, and you don't have to worry about being slung back in the cells. You're free as birds, the both of you. I couldn't be happier. I remember meeting young Jasper for the first time, you know. It was way back before you were born. He seemed like a nice enough young lad. Wonder where it all went wrong. What foul force could have pulled him towards the dark path, I wonder. Yep, and here's his room. Yeah, of course we've been in this room because it was in the destroyed castle in the other timeline. I'm still coming to terms with it all. The king came up to me and told me to clear out Sir Jasper's room. He just said, I'm not keeping a room for a dead man, and stormed off. After all Sir Jasper did to defend the kingdom, what kind of thing to say is that? I just wanted you to know, we may have fulfilled our duty in taking you to Yggdrasil. But that doesn't mean Serena and I are going to go home now. We're not going anywhere until Morrigan's finally been taught a lesson. We've been talking about the first time we met you, Astarion. We thought the same thing, that we met you a long time ago. It's strange, isn't it? There's the Sylvando dancing. That blonde girl's a looker, no mistake. I tried my luck with her, but I bet she has a boyfriend. There you are, Astarion darling. The people of Heliodor are such a scream. Can't remember the last time I had so much fun. Come on, why don't you show them your moves? It's a party. Don't be shy now. Who is that man? He's magnificent. He's been dancing non-stop ever since the banquet began, and he shows no signs of flagging. His moves just get more entrancing. How it's spellbinding. Just who in the world could he be? So here young Gemma's waiting for her sweetheart to return from some epic journey or other. Well, it's obviously none of my business, but I ever bet that bloke I gave him a piece of my mind. What in the world could he be thinking? You don't leave a girl like that on the shelf. So I hear that this extraordinary young man is one of your companions, Astarion. I bet there's never a dull moment with him around. Yeah, you bet your butt. Those moves, that style, he's truly amazing. Started playing and he improvised a whole routine. Incredible. And he's truly world class. Imagine the two of us teaming up to travel the world together. It'd be a beautiful thing. I was so worried about you, Astarion. Glad you made it back safe and sound. I just hope that one day, you know, once we all gone home to Cobblestone, rebuilt everything, I hope we can, that you and me can... Oh, listen to me rabbiting on. Ignore me, Astarion. I'm just being silly and selfish. I know you have far more important things to be worrying about than me. I'll stop wittering on. Why, good evening, Astarion. Now forgive one if it is none of your business, but I must say your friend Gemma is a most splendid girl. Aren't you lucky to have a precious creature awaiting your eventual return? I must say you're a shrewd young devil. There's all sorts of people staggering about the castle looking dazed and confused. I think they might be enjoying the party a little too much. Oh, I feel sick. No puking in the fountain. Can't really blame them, but some of the guards seem to be enjoying the banquet a little too much. They're making quite the racket. His Majesty's retired for the night, you see, and I'm worried about him being woken up by the noise. He needs his sleep, you know. Princess Jade's really and extraordinarily beautiful. She may have lived in hiding for many years, but she has a regal bearing that cannot be disguised. I wonder what she plans to do now. Hope she decides to take her rightful place in here in Heliodor. It'd be an honor to serve her. And there's Sandy. You do not put a muzzle on Sandy. That wretched dog's been barking incessantly. Doesn't know that that's the king's chambers? What with this yapping and racket from downstairs, it'd be a miracle if the king manages to get sleep. He'll be in a foul mood in the morning. I mean, Sandy also knows what's up. That was a banquet and a half. I might have slightly overdone it, though. Still, that's the best shindig we've ever had since Princess Jade was born. So 22 years. Or 23, actually. I don't want this to sound like criticism, but the king is hardly known for his hospitality. I was a bit surprised he threw the banquet, to be honest. He's, how can I put this? He's not the sentimental type. He didn't even put flowers on the late queen's grave, but don't tell anyone I told you that. I'm afraid his majesty does not wish to be disturbed. I must ask you to not make any more noise. King Chamber is just there, and Princess Jade's room is the opposite. So, how was the banquet? Did you have fun? I've been speaking to my father, but I won't lie to you. Something still doesn't feel quite right. I mean, after all these years, I suppose it's not surprising, but still. No, I'm sorry. This really isn't anything you need to worry about, Astari. You should turn in for the night. There's a bed in the room through there. Rest here for the night? Why would you just leave the sword there? You're lucky you have a taco ally.
What is this? Why can I not touch the sword? Surely, it cannot be. Accursed luminary! Give it to me! Give me the Sword of Light! It belongs to me!
Try me.
What's going on in here?
Princess, what is the meaning of this?
I mean, I stopped moping for a second to come up here.
I knew it! You're not my father. Look at you. You're a monster, not a man.
Yeah, blighter, ye. I had a feeling in my waters that something wasn't quite right with you, Carnelian.
So this whole thing was a sham? The banquet, the speeches? Wow, that's cold. So who are you?
He disappeared.
Oi, you! Stop skulking in the shadows! Come out and show your stupid face!
Something tells me he won't have gone far. Quick, let's search the castle.
Alright, the hunt is on. Who have I served all these years? Not a man, but a monster. Poor dude is having an existential crisis on so many levels. Sense something ominous emanating from the throne room. Record your deeds before heading that way if I were you. There was all this noise coming from the guest rooms, and then Sandy jumped up and ran towards the throne room. Normally she wouldn't say boo to a ghost, just what's gotten into her? I heard some kind of ruckus coming from the direction of the guest rooms, and then I saw a young dancing chap in tights race by. He really is an amazing specimen. Even at full pelt, he was a picture of grace, elegance, and perfect balance. Oh, don't make me tell you again. Shift yourself, you lousy layabout, or I'll find you for door blocking with intent. I've slept on fair few floors in me time, but this is the comfiest of the lot. I just wish these blooming guards in the throne room would stop shouting. They say I'm trying to get some gift. Waited to impress that pretty blonde girl by striking manly in the throne room, seeing what the fuss was about. The only problem is I'm scared witless. I can't move a muscle. Would you mind doing me a favor and going in there to see what's happening? First I heard all this kerfuffle coming from one of the guest rooms, then a dog started barking. Just what in the world could be going on? Something nasty in the air, but I can't see any monsters anywhere. I'm asking what's going on. I only work here. Emma said she had a bad feeling about something and dashed off and rather hurried towards the throne room. Something's not quite right. One can feel it in one's bones. This is terrifying. I can't feel my fingers. There's a scream and then I'm gripped by this terrible fear. I don't know what's happening, but I know I've never been this scared in my life. I'll never plan to leave again. All the commotion about. Everyone seems to be headed towards the throne room. Did some thieves sneak in during the banquet or something? Don't be silly. The castle's full of guards, isn't it? No sensible thief would come anywhere near this place. I mean, unless you're Eric. The dog that was barking outside the king's chamber suddenly ran off towards the throne room. Just who or what is in there? All I can hear is horrible screaming. So scared I can't move. Where could the king have gone to? I just checked this room, but he was nowhere to be seen. Hope he's alright. As personal guard. I'm not supposed to let anything happen to him. That stupid dog is making a nuisance out of itself outside the king's chamber, then suddenly it raced off towards the throne room. I'm supposed to be guarding Princess Jade's room, and I have a half mind to abandon my post so I can go see what's happening. Sorry, I'm terribly sorry to ask, but would you mind opening that door? I don't know who's in there or how they managed to sneak in. We just can't let them leave in there. Obviously, I'd go in myself, but I'm scared. That growling doesn't sound human. I know this could be a job at the castle guards, but we're too frightened to move. I was sleeping off in the after effects of the banquet when the dog woke me up barking. It sounded like all heck was breaking loose. What's going on? First the king vanishes, and then there's all this noise from your bedroom. As if that isn't enough, now this dog won't shut up. The banquet was supposed to be an evening of fun, but this is an idea of your time, I can tell you. Alright, Morrigan, stop being a butt.
No more giving us the runaround, you! We've got you cornered!
Now let the king go, and show us your true form, fiend.
Time to kick his butt for a second time.
At last. I have been enjoying Carnelian's hospitality since the day Dundrasil fell. But the game ends here. I have wasted too much time already waiting for you to lead me to the Sword of Light, and since I was unable to steal it from you, it seems I must take it by force. Very well. Come to Mordigan like good little lambs and die.
Mordigan, so it's you. I've waited years for this day to come.
Not only Jasper, but His Majesty too. Your deception shall not go unpunished, devil.
You have been serviceable puppet over the years, Hendrik. But it is time you joined your wretched kinfolk in hell.
You mean it was you? You who massacred my people?
It was all you, wasn't it? The destruction of Dundrasil. The families torn apart. You've stolen so much from so many. And now you're going to pay.
I stand with you, Luminary. My loved ones, my countrymen, they must be avenged.
I'm with you too. This is the guy who's had it in for you all this time, right? Let's show him who he's been messing with.
Well, Luminary, what are you waiting for? Come, give me your power, that I may rule over this world unopposed.
Alright, it's on.
Prepare to meet your end. Alright!
Yeah, basically Hendrik's here as an ally. Yeah, it's a more sped-up version of his final battle theme from Act 2, which I think is a cool touch.
Time to turn the tables!
I've got your back.
Ah!
get a move on!
Anathematize!
And down he goes.
Not bad at all.
Nice.
Ho ho! I'm fitter than
And there's the multi-heal. You've killed me! Good. The reign of terror is over, you piece of crap.
I see. So be it. But do not think that you are the only one who has defied the flow of time.
Father! Father, are you all right?
Jade. Can it really be you? Have I been dreaming? The last I remember is the attack on Dundrasil. After that, all is black. Wait, that mark. The child. The luminary. But you were a mere babe in arms when I last saw you. There is clearly much we need to discuss, but you must forgive me. I'm still feeling rather faint.
Father, you mustn't overexert yourself.
I was gonna say, like, he was having a time.
Let's get you to bed. I need to look after him. We'll meet here again tomorrow, all right?
He's like, don't worry, you were just being possessed for 16 years, it's fine.
Oof, those two are going to have a lot to catch up on, huh? A lot.
Word soon spreads through the castle that King Carnelian's been under the spell of an evil demon. While the king recovers, Astar and his companions get some much-needed rest. Then that evening... Rewarded for going back in time and thwarting the malevolent machinations of the scheming sorcerer Morrigan. Morning, Astarion. I hope you slept well. Princess Jade wanted me to tell you the king needs to speak with you. He'll be waiting for you in the throne room, apparently. No, it's good news. You've had enough bad news to last us a lifetime. Whatever it is, you can walk there with your head held high. I'm proud of you. We all are. When someone throws a banquet in your honor, most people would never think to question their host's true intentions. But you're different. You sense that all was as not it seemed, and the king was in fact a monster. You shone light in the darkness and discovered the truth. Only the luminary could work such wonders. It's almost as if I time travel. Heard about your exploits. Seems you defeated the demon who had taken control of the king. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. As soon as I heard that, all made sense. The king was possessed by an evil force. Why else would he have treated someone as important as myself in such a cavalier fashion? If you had not defeated the evil spirit that possessed the king, it would have been doubtless led the kingdom to ruin. We owe you your gratitude. Much more than that, we owe you our lives. I'm on New Game Plus, that's how I knew. May our church assist you, save the fact that canonically now Morrigan is dead twice. Still can't work it out. All the people who spoke to the king over the years and no one saw through him. Me included. I was serving a monster for all that time and I never noticed a thing. How could I be so blind and so ashamed of myself? Good morning, Astarion. It's so lovely outside, isn't it? Feels like a fresh start for everyone. We're grateful for you for what you've done, Astarion. You saved Heliodor from the forces of darkness, and for that we'll never forget you. What a life he's led. First his hometown of Dundrasil was destroyed, then his adopted home of Cobblestone was burned to the ground. But nothing can keep the Luminary down, it seems. Now we know the truth about King Carnelian, and Heliodor is saved. Bravo, I say. Bravo! I'm not the Luminary, I'm not a prince, I barely know which end of a sword to hold. How can I compete? I went out to the castle gardens today. The leaves of the magnificent trees sounded like they were whispering in the breeze. I know this might sound mad, but I could have sworn they were saying, "Thank you, Luminary." Even the plants are grateful for what you've done. Good morning, Astarion. What a delightful morning it is. I owe it all to you, of course. Princess Jade told me everything. She told me how Sir Jasper was manipulated by the demon that possessed the king and then was cast aside when he was no longer of use. He never showed it, but all this must have hit Sir Hendrik harder than anyone. He and Sir Jasper grew up together after all. Sir Hendrik is originally from a kingdom called Tvardrust, but when he was a child, his home was destroyed by monsters. King Carnelian took him in and raised him. He swore to repay that kindness by giving his life to his majesty in service. I can only imagine how much it must feel to find out so many of those years were spent serving someone completely different. Remember when you first set out from Cobblestone as if it were yesterday. Now you're about to be feted as a hero by the king of Heliodor himself. Oh, you've come far. So much has happened since we saw you way off back then. Never would have imagined. But all's well that ends well, as they say. Now it's finally time for you to go see the real king and be proclaimed the one and only Luminary. So exciting, you're off to meet the real king. Remember to mind your P's and Q's, only kid, I'm sure you're fine. One has never seen one's dearest darling Dirk so quite excitable before. He's ecstatic at you finally being able to speak with the true king, as am I. One wishes you all the luck in the world. 3 cheers for the Luminary! Hip hip, anyone? Well, what can I say? My little soldier's done his old mom proud yet again. Now run along and see the king. Granddad be. Looking down on you from heaven with a big smile on his face, I'm sure. Sandy's like, I did my part, darn it. I warned all of you pieces of crap apart from Astarion because he knew what was going on.
know the truth now. Hard as it was to swallow. The things I did while under the monster's spell are almost too terrible to contemplate. If not for you, this kingdom, no, this entire world would have been turned to ashes. All would have been lost to Mordigan. A true hero stands among us. Erdrea is eternally in your debt. You are a worthy heir to the legendary Erdwin. Truly, you are the luminary, our light, and our hope.
We really did it, huh?
What's the matter, Veronica? I don't know. I just welled up all of a sudden. I'm just glad to be here with all of you, I suppose. But where else would you be, you silly thing? You're right. I'm being stupid. Sorry. Thank you for everything.
Yay, we saved her and a bunch of other people. Those pieces return to the land. For 5 seconds.
What's going on?
I sense something awful. Something truly, truly evil. But where is it coming from?
What was it Mordigan said just before he died? Something about not being the only one who defied the flow of time, right? But what did he mean?
Your Highness, please, you must come quickly. It's Erdwin's lantern.
What? The balcony! Upstairs! Quickly!
Yeah, remember that thing from Act 2? Suddenly that became plot relevant. You've seen the sky, haven't you, Astarion? It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. The king was in a real state. He raced off upstairs. I reckon you should join him. He's going to need your help. We all are. You should join the king on the balcony. I just need to catch my breath. I can tell from what's going on, but I reckon it's probably better you see for yourself. Just when I thought your adventures were at an end, it seems you got more to contend with. Well, first things first, you gotta find out what's going on with the sky. The way the king and his guards are acting, it seems something's very wrong. Oh dear me, the air is so heavy, it's painful to breathe. Blimey, you've seen the state of the sky? It's not normally the nervous type, but it's got me pretty worried, I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, old Mucker Eric and the Pal Luminary are on our side, we got nothing to worry about, right? It's simply terrifying. Please, you have to promise you won't leave on one's own dirk. Don't worry, Sandy, don't worry, girl. You'll be safe here with me, I promise. Alright, let's go figure out what the heck's going on. Head out to the balcony.
This sky, I have never seen its like.
Look! Over there!
Erdwin's lantern! It's falling!
Another place and time, Mordegon destroyed me. But Mordegon is no more. Now, none stand in my way. Now is my time. Now I am whole again!
Yep, it all comes full circle because we saw that evil Tockle at the beginning of the game.
Erdwin's lantern has fallen. I fear this bodes ill for us all. I dare make this request of no other, Luminary. I must ask that you investigate. The Great Star fell to Earth in the Celestial Sands. They can be seen from the Emerald Coast. That must be your first port of call.
Sire, I would ask your leave to join this expedition. I cannot atone for all that I have done. But perhaps in joining you, I might repay my debt at least in part. Luminary, I will be your sword, your shield, your unswerving companion.
Hendrik rejoins the party, and thus we have a full party of 8. At last. Do not think you're the only one who's defied the flow of time. Any idea what Morrigan meant by that, Astarion? Erdwin's lantern is the symbol of the Luminary, Astarion, so come on, we need to find out what's going on. Seems our adventure isn't over yet.
You wish to speak with me?
Days when I called you Darkspawn are long gone, Astarion. You've let me join you, and for that I'm grateful. I'll do all I can to protect you. I will be your sword and your shield. Did Morrigan come to Yggdrasil in search of the Sword of Light? If that's the case, what in the world was he planning on doing with it? I was gonna say, you didn't live long enough to see it. I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse.
Drat!
I can't believe this. After beating Morrigan, it was set for a wild applause, accolades, general adulation, and this had to go and happen. No, there's no point complaining. Come on, honey, we need to saddle up and head to the Emerald Coast. The show must go on. I've been hoping to go and tell Erdwin and Eleanor that we've finally beaten Morrigan, but it seems I'll have to put that plan on hold. Come on, laddie, we got falling stars to deal with.
Okay.
Hendrik was known far and wide as the pride of Heliodor. He was a nightmare to have as an enemy, but as an ally, it's hard to beat. Now let's go to the Emerald Coast and see what's going on with Erdwin's lantern. Deary me, it's all go, isn't it? No sooner do you finally get to meet the real king, you're sent off on another adventure. Well, when your granddad said you had things to do, he wasn't joking. I know you can do this. You're my little soldier, after all. I was hoping to be able to travel to Cobblestone together after you spoke to the king, but no such luck. Seems the Luminary's work is never done. Find you get a time to pop into Cobblestone in your travels, well, you know, don't be a stranger. Well, just when I thought your adventures were at an end, it seems you got more to contend with. But I know you're gonna see this through. That's the Cobblestone way. We're not quitters. Alright, off we go. As you can see, the new evil entity has made even stronger monsters who have green eyes. The stakes have been raised.
It's enormous.
You can say that again. What the heck is it?
It's giving off waves of... oh, I don't know what, but... whatever it is, it's certainly not pleasant.
Well, then it can't be Erdwin's lantern, can it? We need to do something about it, whatever it is. But how do we even get up there?
Well, well, dear Luminary. It seems you were in quite the pickle.
But how?
Mordegon, you're alive.
Kick your butt. Again.
You're seeing me as Mordegon now, you say? How very intriguing. Well, no need to panic. I'm not Mordegon. It's me. The one you people call the Seer.
Wait, How can you be the seer?
Oh, anyone can be the seer, my young friend. Or should I say, seer can be anyone. Depends on how you look at things, really. Anyway, we can't have you all on edge like this now, can we? One moment.
There. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was having a lovely vision of you all, riding Cetacea to see the Watchers.
What the heck are you talking about?
I know!
Let's just say that the hallowed tones of the Flute of Legend will carry you to every corner of the land. And leave it at that, shall we?
The what of the what will what? Honey, you're not making any sense.
Makes sense to me.
You don't have much time, you know. I wouldn't stand there gawping like that if I were you.
I don't know how legendary it is, but we do have a flute. Do you think this could be the one?
Yep.
Well, it's the only one we've got. Can't hurt to give it a go.
He's like, yeah, you're actually alive to see this. You get to see the magic whale. Big whale. Again.
Is anybody else seeing kind of a huge, enormous whale, flying through the air?
Didn't the seer mention us riding something called Cetacea? Oh my. She couldn't have meant that, could she?
This grin for? Anyone would think you went flying around on whales for fun.
I mean, I kinda did.
Well, I'm game if you are. All aboard! We've got a whale to catch, and some watchers to meet.
Black Star surrounded by an impenetrable aura of evil. You cannot get any closer right now. Alright, and then because Morrigan's forces didn't destroy it, the Watcher Island is fully intact. Sweet. There are their islands in all their majesty. Including that mural we saw in the other timeline.
This place is insane. Who builds a town on a rock in the sky?
Long ago, all was peace, all was harmony. Yggdrasil blessed us, faithful servants of World Tree.
He's the only one that's not faced like, eh, I've seen their kind before.
Now Shadow falls again. Perhaps he returns. Perhaps Kalasnos. Dark One, hater of life, bringer of death. Luminary, Cetacea Rider. No time. Come, speak with Elder.
These'll be the Watchers that seer lassie was on about then, eh?
It seems they know something of the Dark Star. Come, let us speak with their elder.
Is you, Luminary. Welcome to Home of Watchers, eternal home. Watchers always here, always watch over Yggdrasil. Watchers have message for you, for Luminary. Speak with Elder, Elder within. Furthest island, close to statues. Other islands, wish to know how to reach them? Very well. Use floating stones, simple, step on stones, move by themselves. Use stones, seek Elder, not difficult. And scholars study living things, things from world below. Horse, large animal, humans sit on horse, mind boggles. Legend tells of Black Star bodes ill, disaster looms. Watcher's power faded, wish to help, cannot, too weak. Monsters visit here, not all monsters bad, must not rush to judge. Some monsters friendly, have good hearts. Study hard, study for my dream, to be harp maker, love sound, love music. We don't have stuff like this in our monster shops, oh no. I'm gonna grab some souvenirs so I can feather my nest when I get home. Watchers float above world, here since beginning, since creation. Ancient times, humans come here. Watchers go to surface, live together. Over now, humans forget. You visitor, human? Long time since humans come. How long? Very long. Air thin here, hard for humans, but humans welcome. Stay, enjoy. History of Erdrea, history of time. We are Watchers. This is Legend of Watchers. Legend of Law of Time. Spirits weave time. Spirits born from Erdrea. Spirits of lost time. Light governs time. Holy light. Spirits of lost time guard holy light. Light glows bright. Burns, explodes. When it does, lost things return. Eternity is undone. Road ahead hard, many battles, important to pray, pray with me. Welcome, Luminary! Elder waits ahead. Watchers gather! Gather to meet you! Great honor! Go now, hurry!
Elder, wisest watcher, Eagle Tap. Elder lives for all time, sees all, sleeps much, wakes seldom. Thought would wake for Luminary, but no. Listen, tell Watcher story. Look. Ancient times, Kalasmos comes, seeks power. Power of Yggdrasil brings evil. Monsters, miasma, destruction. But Yggdrasil sees, sends savior. Erdwin, luminary, ancestor. Rides Cetacea, crosses Erdrea. Gathers companions. Drustan, warrior. Serenica, sage. Morkant, sorcerer. Join forces. Make sword of light. Long battle. Dark one defeated. Peace returns.
But if they beat him, what's he doing back?
Not know. But know this. Your birth, your coming, you are light. Light to banish dark. But how? Not know. Seedlings. Huh? Elder! Elder wakes!
Man, it must be that rare if they're all shot.
Silence! Listen! Seedlings of Yggdrasil. Seedlings know all. Seedlings! Yes!
She was awake for one sentence.
Temple of Dawn.
Now there's Cetacea, there's Yggdrasil, and some kind of dragon. Ancient monsters return. Heed call of evil master. Kalasmos rises again. Shadows fall. People panic below. Much suffering. Please, Luminary, help people below. No one else can help. Finds an ultimate key. A little devil's dress. And a little angel's... Oh, right, I forgot these were outfits for the twins. The Goody Two-Shoes, an outfit belonging to a little angel. The Mischief Maker, an outfit belonging to a mischievous little madam. And this shows you the heroes of old. There's Drustin. There's Morkins. We got Serenica over here. And we got Erdwin holding the Sword of Light and having the titular shield that we hopefully will get at some point. Was love, true love, Erdwin and Serenica, heroes of legends, soulmates, perfect match, can tell, look at statues, perfect. World Tree knows all. World Tree sent savior. Luminary is light. Kalasmos is darkness. Light defeats darkness. Defeat Kalasmos. Bring peace to Erdrea. This is your duty, your destiny. Statue stands since ancient times. Honored deeds of mighty heroes. Admire them. Become inspired. Luminary heir to Erdwin. Watchers wait. Wait many years. Finally, hero comes again. So, yep, this is who we're reincarnated as. There he is in all his glory. What is this? This is prayer. Ancient words. Give thanks to Yggdrasil. Gratitude for all life. Pray every day with Mother. Pray to Sacred Tree. Watchers pray. Pray for world. Ah, humans come, first time to see, so strange in flesh, long and thin. Skyfish Guide. Skyfish, no legs, has spine, several species, found in sky, not like animals of land, breathes through gills, skin rubbery, skin damp. Temperature changes hurts them. Warm, soft, hot, evaporate. Hard to store, hard to breed. But delicious, sweet and surprising, good for puddings. Good raw. Ah yes, fish pudding. The best kind of pudding. Ew. 3 heroes of legend, companions of Luminary, each with own powers, very special powers. powers could be found, reawakened, could be used to great effect. No monster could withstand them.
Sealing's ancient, sacred, protect land, remember. Sealing here, remember, but not Dark One, not how to beat, but sealings below, on land, 3 sealings. These 2 remember, perhaps how to beat, perhaps. Guiding light here. Raise hand.
Wait, the mark.
Little green.
Whoa! Did all that light just get squished down into that little thing?
Look, I did it a second time. Astarion reacquires the guiding light.
Guiding light. Flame of Yggdragon. Creator of Erdrea. Awakens power. Power of Luminary.
I knew it was a dragon!
Will be useful. Help to find. Find how to beat. Here, Elder. Elder! Must awaken power. Power of companions. Elder walks! Praise be! Companions have light. Light of hope. Must kindle. Strengthen. Leaves of Yggdrasil, children of World Tree, shine forth.
Astarion and his companions learn new spells and abilities. New panels have been unlocked in their character builders. Eric and the others' full potential has been unleashed and their levels have increased. Astarion also remembers all the places he's visited. He's now able to return to those locations at any time using Zoom.
Oh yeah! I feel amazing!
Some say light brings dark. Luminary brings dark one. Not so. Mistaken. Luminary must end this. Break cycle. Yggdragons. Blessings.
And time to sleep again. I'm fine, I'll wake up another 50 years.
Waking tires, Elder. Walking tires, Elder. We will carry.
Very well. To the lands below. Let us seek out these seedlings.
Yep, as you can see, everyone's back to the level 50s that they were at beforehand, and they basically make it so that Veronica's at level 54. So much character builder. Yeah, now that Act 3 is in full swing, besides doing the plot-relevant stuff, now a bunch of side quests and side stories have opened up, which includes all the plot lines from Act 2 that you now have to re-resolve in Act 3. I mean, you can choose to, it's completely optional, but it definitely adds way more to the story if you do it. You're a pretty tough customer, I can tell, and you've had your fair share of battles over the years, haven't you? Well, if there's one thing I love, it's discussing mighty warriors and sharing tales of daring do. But it takes two to tango, and mighty warriors are nothing without monsters to cross swords with. It just so happens that I've heard of a beauty. It's called Armachis, and it rules over an army of bill halls from atop the Hotto Steppe. I've been hearing terrific things about how tough it is, but I want to hear from someone with first-hand experience. Will you go and fight it for me? I knew it. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Now let me tell you everything I know. As I mentioned, he lives in the Hotto Steppe, that's south of Mount Fuji, some kind of high plateau. But he only shows himself to those who can prove themselves strong enough. And for that, you'll need to beat up loads of his Wilhelm minions. Go lure him out so you can come back and tell me all about this. I want to hear all the gory details. Good luck. I know you can do this. You must help one's husband. One's dear and darling Dirk has been abducted by monsters. One witnessed the entire dreadful affair. A great squawking bird picked him up and flew him off that rocky spire near Cobblestone. Oh boy. Curse you, Kalasmos! You will pay for your sins. Alright, time to go seek those seedlings out. Yeah, and of course also with that key that we just got, all those doors that had the silver locks on them, now we can actually open those doors. So, more stuff to do in addition to everything else. Land at the Svardrust railway station? Touch the seedling? Falcon punch the volcano. If Drusted would find a way to deal with
You
the
all saw that too, right?
Yes.
man. The mark on his hand. Oh, you don't think...
Aye, I do. And I've a feeling you've the same instinct, laddie, eh? That was Erdwin, the Luminary of Legend. Well, we've seen that they forged the Sword of Light together, but that doesn't tell us what happened with Erdwin's lantern. We need another seedling, laddie.
And at the Laguna di Gondolia railway station?
Wow! Did you see that? That was one well-dressed whale.
Cetacea looked very tough all of a sudden, didn't she? Could dressing her up like that be the key to getting through to where Kalasmos is?
I suspect it might.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions. First, we need to see what the next seedling has to show us.
That was Cetacea we saw, wasn't it? Flying toward the Dark Star. I suppose that means she really was the key to breaking through to the Dark One.
But what exactly do we need to do to dress her up like the old heroes did?
In another pickle, are we?
Where did you spring from?
If you're looking to give Cetacea a little more oomph, you'll be needing the help of the sage, Serenica. But to do that, you'll need to find her, of course, which will require another memory.
Another one? But we've visited all the seedlings.
Come a little closer, would you, Veronica, dear? My eyes aren't what they used to be.
Huh?
She's like, what the heck?
Yes. You're not quite as you should be, are you?
Why does that matter?
Here, pop this on for me.
Veronica, honey? Is it really you?
Well, I'll be.
I told you guys I was an adult. Jeez.
Serena, join your sister over here, will you? As I'm sure you're well aware, your destiny is to guide the Luminary. When the two of you get together and pray with all your hearts, well, then miracles can happen. But this wasn't possible with Veronica in her reduced state.
Who are you? Who are you really?
Now, are you ready to fulfill your destinies? I'll need you to pray like you've never prayed before. Can you do that for me?
What could this mean?
I think it means they've turned into a tree?
Come closer, Luminary. The tree has something to show you.
First, she returns Veronica to her true form, and then she turns her and her sister into a tree. Who is she really? Who is this seer? A tree that's, now I've really seen it all. So this was their destiny all along. Who knows they were meant to guide the Luminary, but turning into a tree? Jigs, I never saw that coming. Feeling you're about to learn a little more about what happened back in Erdwin's time. Find out and go see what the tree has to show you. Can you feel it, honey? The tree's giving off a beautiful energy. Why not go see what the girls have to show you? Never seen anything so beautiful. Feel pure just by looking at it.
recant. Wherefore wouldst thou? Such power! Lo, it doth burn black within me. So this is the might of the Dark One.
Of all the low-down...
Betrayed by the very man he trusted most.
That's how the Luminary of Legend died? The poor thing.
The tree is still glowing, I see. I rather think it might have more to show you.
So Erdwin was about to finish off Kalasmos when Morkin struck him down. But why? What could make him do such a thing? Can't believe he'd do something like that to his friend after they'd been through so much together. It's just awful. Erdwin trusted Morkin and he stabbed him in the back. It's so sad. Can it be true? Can that be how Erdwin died? There's no way for a legendary hero to go. What happened to the others? Guess the tree has more to show us. So Morkin killed Erdwin so he could steal the Dark One's power. They'd been fighting side by side for so long. How could he just betray him like that? Still can't believe it. Erdwin cut down by a man he thought was his friend. There's more to this sorry tale, I warrant. See what else the tree has to show us.
No weapon save the Sword of Light may end the Dark One's life.
Cannot be used. No luminary now. Only he may wield. Thus cannot kill, but can imprison. Serenica.
Friends, lend me thy powers, that I might bind him and banish him forever!
What now, Serenica? What doth the future hold for thee?
The Sword of Light belongeth with the World Tree. I mean to bear it thence. Thereafter, I shall venture forth upon a quest. I shall seek him out. I shall find him. Erdwin, my love, I will be reunited with thee. I swear it. sphere. I need only shatter it, and... Wherefore? Am I not strong enough? Would that I might have seen thy face but once more before I passed. That's so sad.
So Erdwin's lantern was no star, nor was it the Luminary's final resting place.
You've done as you were meant to do, girls. You've given the Luminary the guidance he needed.
We saw it too. We saw what happened to Serenica. What she became.
She's still there, you know. Up in that tower. And she still holds the key to defeating the Dark One.
How come you know about all this stuff, anyhow? Didn't it all happen centuries ago?
How indeed, my inquisitive young friend. Perhaps I had better show you.
Huh? What? You?
Bum bum bum.
Yes, me. Morkant. Erdwin's erstwhile companion.
It was Morkant the whole time! Erdwin and Serenica were in love, but they were torn apart by the betrayal of a friend. It's such a tragedy. They should have been together forever, but Morkant drove them apart. He did a terrible, terrible thing. Boo! Boo! You suck! At least that explains why the seer knew so much. He was none other than Morkant himself. And all this raises as many questions as it answers. Come on, laddie, let's see what he's got to say. I remember it so clearly. I was asleep and suddenly I heard a voice. Told me I'd meet the Luminary someplace deep underground. It was this voice, the Seer's. Now we find out the Seer was actually one of Erdwin's companions? That's a lot to take in. Now this is Morkant, Slayer of Erdwin. But why? Still don't understand why he would do such a thing. So the Seer was really Morkant all along, but I don't understand. Why would the man that betrayed Erdwin help us? So Serenica turned into that strange being and is still living in the tower? So she did all she could meet Erdwin again. But why did Morkant want us to see all this? We need to speak to him and find out more. Yeah, we're back to our old selves. It's weird we have to stay as a tree forever. Never mind that. Looks like the Seer has more to say.
There was a voice, you see. A voice inside my head. As Erdwin raised his sword to smite the Dark One, it spoke to me. Strike him down, it said. Kill him, and I will grant you power beyond your wildest dreams. I tried to close my heart to those intoxicating words, but before I knew what was happening, my friend lay at my feet. The Dark One's power filled me, corrupted me. poisoned my mind. I became Mordigan. But even then, a part of me held out against the darkness. In time, it took on its own form, and that is who stands before you now. Now Mordigan is defeated, and so I too must fade. But I have one last prophecy for you before I go. The Timekeeper awaits you, Luminary. In a place north of the World Tree, the power of the Watchers will take you there. Now, go and give the Dark One a hiding, and bring this story to an end at last.
There he goes. I guess we'd better get moving, huh? Sounds like we need to go see the Watchers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, yep, one became the entity of evil, and the other half was helping us this whole time. Veronica and Serena learn Mighty Magic Burst. So yep, at last we know the truth about what happened in the past, as well as Morrigan's true identity. Speak with the Elder of the Watchers in the heavens above. Alright, with that, we will start with that tomorrow morning by speaking with the Elder. Alright, so thanks for tuning into the stream. I was able to kind of get Act 3 started up, and then we'll continue that tomorrow, along with continuing Wind Waker and Thousand Year Door later in the week. That's about it, so let's see if we can go raid. Still raid the Maniacal Gamer. Alright, cool. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.